How is that $888 when I pay rent every month? Sometimes my rent was short because I was trying to, like she say, I didn't understand the payment plan.
This courtroom hearing starts off calm, but don't let the quiet fool you. What's about to unfold is a maze of financial confusion, legal misunderstandings, and one tenant's desperate attempt to avoid eviction. Denise Longs is facing over $1,700 in unpaid rent and fees, but insists she's been paying. So where's the disconnect? We've got accusations, payment plans, and a whole lot of finger pointing between the tenant and the Housing Commission. As the judge tries to make sense of it all, things heat up when confusion over security deposits and monthly dues creates even more chaos. Stick around, because the more they explain, the more tangled it gets. And by the end of this, one thing is clear: not understanding your lease terms can cost you your home.
Good afternoon, Mr. Buckland.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ms. Longs.
Well,
We're going to get right to her a little early, and there's no harm in that. I appreciate everybody being here a little bit early. This is the start of our landlord-tenant docket, and the first matter is Sturgis Housing Commission versus Denise Longs. This is filed as a demand for non-payment of rent. Your rent is $322 per month, and I'm not clear what the arrearage is at this time, Mr. Buckland.
I confirmed with the apartment complex earlier that it's $888.
That's through July.
How is that $888 when I pay rent every month?
My understanding is that the arrearage stems from kind of a long ways back, and that the current balance as of today, I'm told, is $888. I see Nikki Behringer just logged on, Judge. So I guess if there's questions about when rent's paid through or how that amount due is owing, she have better insight than I.
Ms. Behringer,
Yes.
the rent is alleged to be $888 through July. Court costs are $55, filing fee $55.40, and a $75 statutory attorney fee. I believe that's $185.40. If we add those up, we get $1,073.40. Ms. Long's question is, how did my rent arrearage get that big? What can you tell us?
We have actually had several conversations with her. Shortly after she had moved in, she didn't pay her security deposit. And then we set up a repayment plan for her arrearages, but then she would only pay that, thinking that she didn't have to pay her actual rent. And multiple times we told her that you have to pay both. If you're not going to pay one, it needs to be the one that is the arrearage amount, but you have to pay your rent every single month, no matter what. And we told her that if we needed to reevaluate the amount for her repayment plan, if it was too much for her, we could do that. But the problem has always been is no matter how many times we would explain it to her that you have to pay both and at least pay the rent, it was just, and then she would come to you with doe eyes like she didn't understand, even though it was explained many, many, many times.
Okay, can I say something?
Yes.
Okay, she said I didn't pay a deposit. I gave her April and a May when I moved in last year. And that's when they first brought it to me that I owed them $800 last year. Now I've been paying her on that. I've been giving her $150 with my rent. Sometimes my rent was short because I was trying to, like she say, I didn't understand to pay the payment plan. But I've been paying her $150 every month with my rent since they told me that I didn't give them a deposit. When I moved in last year, April, I paid April and May in a money order.
All right, well, that may be different than a deposit. You paid April's rent, May's rent, but you didn't pay your security deposit.
She
Correct.
told me to bring her 2 months rent, April and May.
All right, that's not a security deposit.
Well, that's what she told me. So that's
No.
what I went by. And
No.
she gave me the keys.
This is where the emotional tension really builds. Denise believed that paying 2 months upfront covered her security deposit. She claims that's what she was told when she got the keys. But the landlord sees it differently. Those were just the first month's rent and maybe a partial deposit, not the full amount required. Now, think about this. If your rent is $322 and your deposit is the same, that's a serious upfront cost. And if that wasn't made crystal clear from day one, it's easy to see how someone could get confused. But was this confusion ever resolved? Repeated explanations, repayment plans, and apparent miscommunication led to an even bigger snowball of debt. What would you have done in Denise's place? Would you have asked for clearer paperwork? Or did the housing office do enough? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
No, it was explained to you that that was first month's rent and that your security deposit was the exact amount of whatever your rent was going to be, because we don't have a set security deposit. It's just all based off your income. So your rent deposit is always whatever your rent is. You misunderstood, which is what we have been trying to tell you from the get-go, is that it wasn't for April and May. It was April plus your security deposit, but you still owed rent for May. And that's where the whole thing started snowballing. And then you would just.
That's when I got everything all screwed up because
Right. But even after we did the repayment and we explained to you that you owed the 322 plus the 150, you were just paying the 150 thinking that was somehow going to get you caught up, but it just kept getting you farther and farther behind. And then you weren't coming to us and giving us the money, and then you would tell us you didn't have the money. And so that's why we're here today, is because after a while you can't.
All right, I understand. Now, Meg Bauer from Legal Aid just sent me an email. She's caught in emergency coverage somewhere else. Ms. Longs, you could certainly benefit from talking with Legal Aid. I have to continue this matter at least 7 days.
Correct.
And now, Ms. Longs, you're at risk of being put out of your apartment.
Yes.
Whether you misunderstood or understood or didn't, you owe rent and part of a security deposit. We need to figure out how to get that resolved.
Well, they told me Wednesday when I came here, Diane gave me a paper saying I owe $1,200.
Well, that's about, $1,073.40. Now, we haven't included August rent yet. I'm gonna continue this.
Well, I am getting help with Action Agency. They had an appointment to see me.
Very good. So, very good. I'm gonna
Today, but
continue
I
this.
couldn't see them today at 1 o'clock and be here at 1:15. So
Got
she
you.
to call her by Wednesday.
Which agency?
Action Agency
All right,
in Three Rivers.
very good.
And I also talked with DHS. They haven't got back with me either. I don't know how they do everything now.
Mr. Buckland, are you available? I'm going on a vacation, so I'm gonna be gone, but I'm coming in the middle of my vacation on Tuesday, July 29th. Are you available at 10:40
Yes, that'll work.
via Zoom?
Okay.
Now, Ms. Longs, that may be enough time for you to get this all situated. Today is the 14th, and I'm adjourning it actually 15 days.
Okay.
And hopefully if everything gets all squared away and they pay your rent, you don't even need to be here. But otherwise, you're welcome to come in. I like this. When people can't use Zoom very well, they come into the court, and I'm always in favor of that. Now, also, legal aid is available for advice if you wish to talk to them. But I think this is a matter of just understanding everything.
Yeah,
And if you're gonna get some help from community action or somebody else, maybe you can get caught up and then just start at square one for August. Because I know you want to keep this tenancy. So let me repeat, we're going to adjourn this matter till Tuesday, July 29th at 10:40 a.m.
okay,
All right, I'll see you at that time.
okay.
You'll get a notice. In the
Thank you.
meantime, have your people that are giving assistance or otherwise trying to help fund this, contact the apartment, talk to Ms. Behringer. My advice to always, everybody, is stay in contact with your manager.
Okay,
All right, good luck.
thank
I'll see
you.
you.
Thank you, Judge.
This case is now paused until July 29th. The judge gave Denise 2 weeks to sort it out with assistance agencies and legal aid. But the message here is sharp. Confusion doesn't excuse missed payments, especially when eviction is on the line. Whether it was a misunderstanding, miscommunication, or just financial strain, Denise is on the brink of losing her apartment. But there's still a path forward if the rent gets paid and proper support steps in. This situation is more common than you think. It's a reminder, always read your lease, ask questions early, and don't assume anything when it comes to legal agreements. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. We've got more real drama straight from the bench coming your way.